Welcome back to PumpTalk News, where the stories hit fast and the headlines never stop. Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding today, and we've got the unmissable updates you need to stay ahead of the curve. From music legends making waves to seismic shifts across the globe, and even crucial community discussions, buckle up, you're about to get the inside scoop on everything that matters. Don't blink, because you won't want to miss a single second of this packed episode. We're diving headfirst into the stories that are dominating the conversation, delivering the energy and insight you expect. So, what's making headlines today? We've got major developments that are set to shake things up. First up, a beloved Australian music icon is reportedly making headlines, but not in the way you might think. We're breaking down the surprising rumors and the official response that's got everyone talking. Then, we're tracking seismic activity with reports of significant tremors in multiple locations across the globe. Plus, a local community is gearing up to make their voices heard on a crucial infrastructure decision. And finally, a major television personality is reportedly facing heated discussions over recent public statements. Let's get straight into it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Music legend addresses show rumors, I's major sporting event. This is not a drill. Reports have swirled about an iconic Australian musician potentially joining a popular singing competition, but his team has officially set the record straight, denying any involvement. Jimmy Barnes, the powerhouse frontman of Cold Chisel and a legendary figure in Australian music, is not, in fact, considering a judging role on The Voice Australia in 2026. Contrary to some recent media speculation. Representatives for Barnes have firmly stated that such reports are inaccurate and that he is not contemplating the position in any capacity. This clarification comes after a publication suggested that the Glasgow-born artist isn't opposed to the idea of joining the reality singing show's panel. However, the narrative takes an exciting turn as Barnes himself has expressed a strong desire to be part of a much different kind of stage. The NRL Grand Final. Speaking on Triple M Breakfast, Barnes revealed his enthusiasm for performing at this year's Rugby League Final, which is scheduled to take place at Sydney's Accor Stadium on Sunday, October 5th. He's even keeping the date free, hoping to celebrate the 40th anniversary of his anthemic hit, Working Class Man. Barnes described the prospect as killer, highlighting the intensity and significance of the NRL Grand Final. He praised the sport's toughness, comparing it to the high-stakes nature of the state of origin, and expressed his love for performing in Sydney, calling the atmosphere at these events electric. While he noted with a touch of humor that the Tigers wouldn't be participating, his eagerness for the event was palpable. This potential performance opportunity follows Barnes' recent appearance at the Melbourne International Film Festival for the premiere of his documentary, Working Class Man. Directed by Andrew Farrell, the film is a continuation of his 2018 project, Working Class Boy, which delved into the profound impact of his childhood traumas following his family's emigration from Glasgow to Adelaide in the early 1960s. Barnes explained that the documentary serves as a celebration of his 5-decade musical journey and his development as an artist. He contrasted it with the earlier film, stating, "In the first, we looked at how all my childhood trauma affected me, and how I didn't deal with life as a young man." The public response has been a mix of disappointment from fans who might have enjoyed seeing him on The Voice and excitement from those eager to see him potentially grace the NRL stage, celebrating a milestone anniversary of an iconic song. But before we dive deeper into the world of music and sports, get ready for some earth-shattering news. Next, we're shifting our focus to geological events as seismic activity reports come in from across the globe. Global tremors, earthquakes reported across multiple continents. Reports of seismic activity have surfaced globally, with several earthquakes registered in various regions over the past week, indicating ongoing geological shifts. The United States Geological Survey, USGS, confirmed a 5.4 magnitude earthquake occurred in Russia on Tuesday, August 26. The epicenter of this tremor was recorded at a depth of approximately 10 kilometers, about 6.2 miles, and the USGS noted receiving 3 reports from individuals who felt the earthquake. This event in Russia followed closely on the heels of another significant earthquake, a 5.1 magnitude tremor detected in Alaska on the same day, August 26. The Alaskan earthquake's epicenter was situated at a greater depth of 32.6 kilometers, about 20 miles. Prior to these, on Monday, August 25, a powerful 6.1 magnitude earthquake struck east of the Kuril Islands, with its origin at a depth of 10 kilometers, about 6.2 miles. The seismic activity wasn't limited to these regions. The USGS also reported a 3.2 magnitude earthquake in Texas on Friday, August 22, originating at a depth of 8.7 kilometers, about 5.7 miles. Coinciding with the Texas event, a massive 7.5 magnitude earthquake was recorded in the Drake Passage on the same Friday. This deep-sea tremor had its epicenter at a depth of 10.8 kilometers, about 6.7 miles. Looking back further, a 5.8 magnitude earthquake was registered in Indonesia on August 16, near Poso, at a depth of 10 kilometers, about 6.2 miles. This was preceded by a 3.9 magnitude earthquake in California on August 14, centered near San Simeon at a depth of 8.3 kilometers, about 5 miles. Indonesia experienced another significant event on August 12, with a 6.3 magnitude earthquake near Abepara, at a depth of 10 kilometers, about 6.2 miles. The pattern of seismic events continued with a 6.1 magnitude earthquake in Turkey on August 10, near Bigadis, at a depth of 10 kilometers, about 6.2 miles. The USGS data also shows a 4 magnitude earthquake in Alaska on August 7, near Ninilchik, at a depth of 40.3 kilometers, about 25 miles, and a 3.5 magnitude earthquake in California on August 6, near Ontario, at a depth of 6.5 kilometers, about 4 miles. The consistent reporting of earthquakes across diverse geographical locations highlights the dynamic nature of the Earth's crust and plate tectonics. Public reaction has been varied, with some communities in affected areas expressing concern, while seismologists are monitoring these events for any potential patterns or increased activity. The sheer number and magnitude of these tremors underscore the constant geological forces at play beneath our feet. These global shifts remind us that the Earth is always in motion. Now, let's bring our focus closer to home for a crucial community update. Community input sought for Marquette's E-Bike and multi-use path development. Residents of Marquette, Michigan, are being invited to participate in a vital public input session regarding the city's e-bike and multi-use path task force, marking a significant step in local infrastructure planning. The city of Marquette is actively seeking community engagement to shape the future of its trail systems, specifically focusing on the integration of e-bikes and the development of multi-use paths. A public input session has been scheduled for Thursday, August 28. At 5:30 p.m., this important meeting will take place at the Citizens Forum, located within Lakeview Arena at 401 E Fair Ave. During the session, city staff will provide a brief presentation outlining the task force's objectives and current proposals. Following the presentation, a dedicated period for public comment will be allocated, allowing residents to voice their opinions, ask questions, and offer suggestions directly to city officials and task force members. Recognizing that not all residents may be able to attend the live session, the city has also provided alternative avenues for participation. Individuals who are unable to be present at the meeting are encouraged to submit their feedback via email to clerk@marquette.gov. Alternatively, a survey has been made available, offering another convenient way for the community to share their thoughts and contribute to the planning process. This initiative reflects a growing trend in urban planning to enhance recreational opportunities and promote sustainable transportation options. The development of multi-use paths often aims to improve accessibility for various users, including cyclists, pedestrians, and other non-motorized traffic, while the specific consideration of e-bikes acknowledges the evolving landscape of personal mobility. The task force's work is crucial in ensuring that these developments align with the community's needs and preferences. Public reaction is anticipated to be diverse, with many residents likely eager to express their support for improved cycling infrastructure and recreational spaces, while others may have specific concerns or suggestions regarding trail design, accessibility, or environmental impact. The city's proactive approach to gathering input underscores a commitment to transparent governance and community-driven development, aiming to create inclusive and well-utilized public spaces. Your voice matters in shaping local amenities. Next, we're heading into the world of entertainment, where a major star is facing scrutiny over recent remarks. Snoop Dogg in crisis talks with The Voice over alleged homophobic remarks. Execs at The Voice are reportedly in urgent discussions with coach Snoop Dogg following controversial comments he made, sparking concerns about the show's inclusive image. Reports indicate that executives at The Voice are in a state of considerable concern, describing themselves as furious with coach Snoop Dogg due to alleged homophobic comments. The situation has escalated to the point where crisis talks are underway with the Grammy-winning rapper. The controversy stems from remarks Snoop Dogg made during a recent episode of the It's Giving podcast. In the discussion, he shared an anecdote about taking his grandson to see the animated film Lightyear, which features a same-sex couple. Snoop Dogg described feeling taken aback and confused by the depiction, particularly his grandson's questions about how a woman could have a baby with another woman. He expressed his discomfort, stating, "I didn't come in for this I just came to watch the goddamn movie." He further elaborated on the experience, saying, "They kept going, just said, she had a baby, they're both women. How does she have a baby?" This reaction led him to conclude, "The experience ed me up. I'm like, scared to go to the movies. Y'all throwing me in the middle of that I don't have an answer for." The production insider highlighted that these comments have directly impacted Snoop Dogg's role as a coach on The Voice, a show that actively promotes itself as apolitical and inclusive. The source revealed, "This is the exact kind of conversation the execs at NBC didn't want to be sucked into." The production team reportedly felt compelled to remind Snoop Dogg of his position within a show that champions inclusivity and aims to maintain a family-friendly, apolitical stance. The insider added, production had to remind him that he works for an inclusive, apolitical, family-friendly show, and comments like this only go on to create a divisive environment. Furthermore, the source emphasized the show's official stance, stating, "The show does not condone the comments whatsoever. This is the opposite of the kind of spotlight they want on the show just ahead of the new season." The concern extends to the show's environment, with the insider noting, "And it just makes contestants and even some crew members not feel like the set is a safe space since they have all different kinds of people part of making this show come to life." The ripple effect of these comments has led to significant discussion online, with many viewers and commentators weighing in on Snoop Dogg's remarks and their implications for his role on the popular television program. Public reaction has been divided, with some defending his right to express his views, while others have criticized the comments as harmful and contrary to the show's stated values. These high-stakes discussions are a reminder of the conversations happening behind the scenes in entertainment. That wraps up our top stories for today, but don't go anywhere yet. That's a wrap on today's explosive news cycle. We've seen Jimmy Barnes potentially rocking the NRL, seismic activity shaking up the globe, Marquette residents shaping their local paths, and The Voice in crisis talks with Snoop Dogg. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, ring the notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social platforms so you don't miss a single update.